Welcome to the Asian Oceanic Beach Ultimate Championships here in Shirahama, Japan. We're in the mixed division. It is the pre-quarterfinals. We have Korea's Boom Boom Shake the Room starting things off. Harry Kim getting the assist for their first point, so they are one up in this game. A fantastic start for them. No turnovers in their offense. I am Liam Grant alongside Sophia Pereira. How are you doing this morning, Sophie? Sophia.
I'm great this morning. It's great to be here, and it's great to start off today with this game. This should be a great game to watch. Quick first point, Liam.
Yeah, they obviously had a good breakfast this morning, these Koreans. I don't know if you have kimchi for breakfast.
Oh, those curry fries.
A classic in Korea. So now we'll see the Japan mixed offense for the first time this game. Japan mixed, I believe, undefeated so far in this tournament. I stand corrected, as Japan mixed one. They're 3-2. So that pull was bricked, so it'll be taken from the brick mark, 15 meters up from the end zone. Conditions today in Shirahama, kind of overcast clouds, probably around 20 degrees Celsius. Wind going right to left, maybe 10, 15 knots. Not a bad wind at all. Now we have Matsumoto on the disc. Getting behind the stall count. He gets the shot down the end zone. Good defensive pressure coming from Korea. Again, high in the stall count, puts one out to space. This one's going to go out to, no, it's not. It's reeled in. An amazing catch to save the play.
That was great defensive pressure and great response on this less than wet expected day. Last night it was pouring, and it looked like it was going to stay that way, but it seems that things have turned around and made it actually the perfect conditions for an 8:30 in the morning game of Beach Ultimate on this beautiful Shirahama beach.
Yeah, no turnovers yet in this game. So perfect game so far. Yeah,
And
so both teams having a rocky road to these pre-quarterfinals, but that's why you end up in the pre-quarters. So if they can get a win here, they can make it into the quarterfinals of this mixed division, the biggest division here in the AOBUC. So there we have another bricked pull.
early morning pulls.
Boom coming out in a 2-3 horizontal stack. In the backfield, we have McNamara and Heri Kim. Preem Kumar on the disc now. The player originally from India, but actually started playing Ultimate in Korea. I don't think he's ever actually played in India. A very good Indian mixed national team here as well. But they are straight through the quarterfinals. And now a shot to the end zone to the back corner. And oh, it looks like a goal. He towed the line incredibly well.
Fantastic points this game. What a way to bring energy into this morning. The third day of competition at the WFDF AOBUC Championship, the Asian Oceanic Beach Ultimate Championships. Liam, this has been a great week so far. We're looking forward to some good games today and tomorrow.
Yeah, we're in the business end of this tournament. It is win or die at this stage. If you want to make those knockout brackets.
I believe the only division that's not out of pool play is the women's division, which we'll be seeing next. The last game in pool play. So let's see who wins this game. So far, no breaks.
Yeah, coming up after this one, we have the Filipino women against Singapore women. A slight change to schedule. Two great teams there. Should be an interesting battle. Now we have Sato, who's from Yokohama. And there's their first turnover of the game.
First turnover of the game.
Oliver Vodler, one of the founders of this team. And now a shot to the end zone. This could be the first break of the game. And a great, looked like she's going to sky for the goal, but good defensive pressure, can't reel it in.
Great defensive pressure. The positioning by the defense and just trying to reach up for it. Didn't look like anybody actually touched it.
Now we see a classic Japanese vertical stack. No handlers behind the disc. Offset to the open side to give that big break side channel. A nice up the line cut from Munson. They keep it alive, working hard down this far sideline. Now they get the swing off, trying to change the point of attack. And now a shot to the end zone, very soft disc. Not in. She's looking for someone in the front. Oh, and a cross cut, beat to the open side corner.
Amazing the speed of that cut in the end zone. Got open there in the little corner and just perfectly put textbook ultimate down the line. Completely different styles of play between these two teams so far. And we've also seen this team is not playing the way we've seen a lot of the other squads from Japan play, putting out the long and looking immediately for the long.
Monzon with the goal to keep this game tied up. You got to cover Korea Boom earlier in this event. Who really impressed you or stood out?
Wolf was amazing. I have to tell you, I was so impressed, especially amazing layout, saves of discs that were just slightly, it was a bit windy that game, and just the conservation of greatness was great. After a great layout, just gently turning back and dumping the disc and not focusing forward and going for the glory. Very impressive playing by Wolf for me that game. The whole team played an excellent game, but
Mikey Mack with the disc, the left-handed handler puts one out to space. Using that break side well. Now just staying patient with the handlers. Boom, a lot of cutting downfield. And there is our Brazilian receiver, Sergio, shoots the back end zone for Harry Kim. What a goal, brilliant layout catch. We'll be seeing a lot from her.
I've seen some great scores in this game. Every score has been exciting. Still early in the game. 3-2.
And that is Hedy Kim's 12th goal of the tournament, leading the stats for this team. 12 goals and 7 assists now. One of the highest in the tournaments. Got to spend a lot of time at Hedy Kim on the AO All-Star Tour. Saw plenty of those layouts and big backhand hooks. That is Siegmeyer with the pull for Korea. Now to Sato, who sends it deep. This one looks to be on the money. Oh, and just spinning, turning, twisting. Can't orientate his body to reel that one in. So another break opportunity for Boom.
These breaks can be really significant in the game in two such well-matched teams. Oh, that was an unfortunate communication.
Yeah, they've had good defensive pressure, Boom, from their D-line, but their D-line offense struggling a little bit to gain flow. Now we see that 4-person vertical stack again. Quite often getting high stall throws. Japan mixed one. Not really getting their first option. But that is a nice upline cut from Matsumoto. Want someone to cut to the far side end zone. Again, they pop it to the front corner. Getting free inside a phone booth, these Japanese mixed one players.
I like that analogy, getting free inside a phone booth. Very nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill in ultimate, trying to get free in those tight spaces directly in front of the disc. I think Boom will be a little upset. That's twice now they've been beaten into that front corner. You really want to make the team swing, move back and forth. As a defender, that's the spot you're trying to shut down.
Yeah, the fast response, it's hard to defend. They're fast response and just pop the disc into that tiny little corner very effectively. We've seen some great layout catches and some phone booth catches in this game.
Yeah, no calls this game so far though, very clean. As Mikey Mack, the Irishman, adopted Irishman as of now, with a name like that. Oh, and the first turnover from Boom, a little too casual. And now Japan makes one of their first opportunity to break. Their D-line offense, similar strategy to the O-line, playing that 4-person vertical. Isolating one player downfield first. And he gets that easy under open side. Again, always working that open side under. Japan makes one, and they had 3 great cuts, but unfortunate drop. But Boom giving them that open underside space a little too often, I feel.
I think they're trying to shut down those long throws that we've seen effectively being used by the Japanese squads this weekend and giving them the under.
Harry Kim puts it out to space. Max sends it to the end zone. Truss moves. Oh, and it looks like he reels that one. Has to adjust his body as it bobbles in the wind. Great catch.
Great catch, great read.
Votler with the pull for Korea. Spirit captain of this team as well. Going for the bladey backhanded pull, which works really well. Not fielded by Matsumoto, so they will start their offense just a yard outside their own end zone. Very flat mark from Boom. Matsumoto has the deep shot, and there he sends it. A lot of float in this one. Oh, and incredible layout and catch, well read. Didn't have the height matchup, but had the read. Oh, there's that little push pass. Oh, he's celebrating before it was caught.
Oh, unfortunate drop. Just bounced off her hands. He's looking for that long.
I think he wanted a little too much. That throw came a little late and easily picked up by Matsumoto. Sato, who played at U24 in Perth. Oh, and you can see there is a little bit of a wind today. It's bobbling up and down.
Just a little too high. The wind might have changed directions just slightly.
Kind of a light offshore breeze at the moment, but still affecting the disc somewhat. And that is a very deep stack from Boom. They're probably 15 meters away from the end zone, kind of just isolating the handler, trying to get that swing off. Very far away now, all the Boom players, and that is a very cross-field pass that is not going to work out.
Well, they're making it up for the turnovers in this point. A couple of turnovers.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that offensive strategy of having your stack kind of very far away in the back of the end zone. Left him with only a very difficult throw. It will be Sato again from Yokohama to pick up the disc. And a stray pass from mixed one. A lot of turnovers coming now as the wind does pick up somewhat. Ollie, oh, again, those swings is where people are turning over, catching them out. Disc going a little higher than they expect. What started off as quite a clean game has turned into a little bit of turnover city in this point.
I wonder if every game has a moment of a lull, and this is it. A little bit of a... Oh, Liam, let's see what happens here.
And that is, I know, I'd say for the last 5 or 6 passes, maybe 4 or 5 of them are turnovers. Ollie's just looking to boom it every time, which is a strategy that is not working out. And
oh,
it's not even who's going to score next, is either team can complete a pass is the current criteria of this point.
Sometimes it's just best to take a deep breath and have some patience. And
it's caught this time. If you keep wanging it to the end zone, eventually they're going to catch it, right?
Oh, that was a great layout.
That is the first break of the game, going to mixed Boom from Korea. So Boom come from 2 cities, I believe, in South Korea, Daegu and Pohang. So they're trying to come up with a name for this team. I think if you put Daepu together, it means the word cannon. So then they were going to call the team Cannon, but decided to make the team the noise of a cannon, which is Boom. So that is the origins of the team name Boom.
It's a great name. I was actually talking to this team. I made a mistake earlier because I was actually talking to this team with Wolf, who I was talking about, who really impressed me as a player, but he actually plays on the Singapore team. We were discussing last night the last game that was broadcast here, and which was a fantastic game. And so I mixed it up. So yes, Wolf played an impressive game with Singapore, and here there's a lot of players that are very good, including Mike, who I believe is holding the disc and is going to be doing the pull.
So shout out to everyone watching in Daegu or Pohang. At the moment, Boom have 3 women on the line, and Japan Mixed One have 3 men. So the point hasn't started for that reason. Now getting their gender ratios in order. And we see after the Boom D-line broke just there, a lot of the O-line players coming on to play a D-point now.
Got some height on that D-line, Liam.
Yeah.
That's going to be, see if they can make the break again. I'm sure they're looking for that.
That is Thomas with the pull. Tom according to the back of his jersey.
Nice defensive pressure by Boom.
Better offense here from Mixed One, who now send it to the end zone. That shot looks to be on the money, milking it perfectly into the end zone. A great goal.
Great goal. Great run. That was textbook ultimate.
Kazuki Hatasa getting his first goal of the game. And I'm not sure if I like that strategy from Boom. They just put out their offensive players who have been playing very well, have been turned over to play D-line point, and now it's kind of the former D-line taking to the field, so kind of messing up their strategy a little bit, not able to leave their O-line back out there. Because I'm not sure if this line is as clinical for Korea. So the score, 5-4 to Boom. Only one break in this game so far. Nice flick pull. And we see this different O-line from Boom. But nice pass to the middle. Great cut from Kashi Lee.
Yeah, we've seen some great catches and defenses in that corner. That was a... Oh, they got it back. Nice layout, D.
And Siegmeyer gets the goal and the block, the bookends for Siegmeyer.
Great bookends, great layout, D. Great quick response. I don't think defense even had time to adjust from one, and they got this quick point, 6-4.
So I'm starting to wonder if it is necessarily an O-line and D-line, or they're just taking turns here. The players on Korea Boom, just giving everyone a 1 point rest and getting back out there.
You see the hand signals for 3 men in the field. Just they want to make sure that things move on quickly, and they're making the hand signals. We're playing by gender rule A, and often when your head is so much in the game, you forget what was the last point you played, if it was 3 women or 3 men, and
yeah, it's definitely something I've noticed quite a lot in the mixed division of this tournament. Everyone should technically know pretty easily which gender ratio it is, or men or women, but they forget all the time.
it's true. But I've experienced it too. When you're playing, you play so many points, it's just like, you just forget.
I can kind of compare it to table tennis, where you change serves every 2 times. I play a little bit of table tennis, and you forget every time. You can't remember who served last. And now the deep shot comes, load, pull it. Oh, fingertip layout, but can't catch it. Ambitious throw.
It looked beautiful leaving his hand, just slightly too hard. He couldn't get control of the disc. I think he touched it.
Yeah, I think when you're paying a throw like that in Beach Ultimate, it has to be perfect. You know, running on sand, you're never going to chase something like that down. It's so fast, so it really has to hit you in the chest. So made a great effort to lay out and catch it, but yeah, just slightly off, and a throw like that, it's not going to be very forgiving.
No. No, in the wind, you can see the flags. As you can see by the flags, some are facing one way and some are facing the other way. I think the wind also took it a little bit, didn't help much. It's not very windy, but there is a little breeze out here.
Yeah, that is quite bizarre, actually, the flags blowing in opposite directions, literally beside each other. It is a swirly wind in this showcase field.
Wonky wind day.
But now a
nice
chance to break.
See by the hand signals, we were talking about hand signals yesterday and how good it is for both the fans, your teammates, as well as everybody at home watching to know what happened and why there was a stoppage. That was a pick. Oh, that was an unfortunate turnover.
Yeah, I was really expecting this D-line from Korea to maybe get a break, and that is a spicy throw to the back of the end zone. Such creativity.
That was a well-needed point and well brought down point by one. That's great.
Yeah, flash of inspiration there to pick that shot out. Pretty much threw it straight over the stack to the back of the end zone. Very difficult to defend.
Very close game. A hard fight to get into the top bracket here.
Yeah, so in their last game yesterday, Boom lost an Universe point to Giddy Up. A team from Australia are also playing a pre-quarterfinal. I think against Marvelous DC, who've graced the stream twice already. We may see them again. The big New Zealanders have definitely improved as tournament's gone on. Always looking for that deep shot. Faked it about 6 times and then eventually sends it as the player's coming under, but it almost worked out.
That almost looked like a defense. That was a great attempt.
And the foul being called. I think he made it fake that deep shot maybe like 7 times before sending it.
You see his marker went flying, though. He actually ended up getting a huge amount of space to throw.
And again, these are some tasty throws to the end zone. Very difficult to execute, but they're putting them on a dime.
That throw was even tastier than the French fries with the curry sauce that I had this morning. That was a fantastic throw. Celebrating with each other. That was an important point. They brought it back to an even score. Fantastic.
As a defender, you're not really looking to shut down that throw or space. You know, as a kind of a flick hook that kind of arcs towards the break side. It's
directly into the receiver. It's almost impossible to defend. What a great throw. That almost looked like an indoor throw on this beach. Amazing. On the most beautiful. Shirahama, tell us about the name Shirahama. I know you've been learning a lot of Japanese over the last couple of days. I've seen you speak it.
Yeah, I have. So Shirahama. Shira meaning white and Hama meaning sand, which you don't have to be a detective to figure out why this place is called Shirahama. But as we know, actually an artificial beach.
With the sand from Australia, I believe, and there's rumors that it comes from Perth.
I think this is our first timeout of the game.
That's right, and I just heard that it was the timeout cap, so we are at 25 minutes is the timeout cap.
So I think we call this one Galaxy Point.
Galaxy Point.
So next team to score takes half. Universe Point being next team to score wins. In this case, it's next team to score takes half. This could be a big opportunity for Boom to hold their offense. I think they'll come out and start an offense again, I believe.
And two equally sized squads, obviously well-matched teams in this game.
Actually, no, I stand corrected. That was actually a break from Japan mixed one in that last point, so they're back on serve. So regardless of who scores this point, Boom will come out on offense. Oh, sorry, Japan mixed will come out on offense. I'll get it right eventually.
You will get it right.
So yeah, it's a big opportunity for them. They're the ones that called the timeout as well. They want to get a break here and come back out on offense. 3 women on the line for both teams in this point.
You can see the Boom line was just dancing there, celebrating Beach Ultimate on this 3rd day of the competition. What a great pull.
Kim. Looking to isolate Kim deep and puts up a floaty one.
Oh, that's such a pretty floaty disc.
It's time to light the fuse and go Boom. That is a great goal for Korea.
That is a great goal. What a pretty floaty pass. She had all the time in the world to just get there and catch that. And then I really like the pink disc flying up in the sky. The contrast is beautiful. What a wonderful point by Korea. So I believe now is half.
Hyped up, psyched up, ready and willing. This Boom team have a little bit of momentum now with that great goal. That cut came really early, and you see they lined it up, gave Kim some space in the deep area, and she's always going to beat her matchup with that much room.
Just gently putting it up there. Conserving energy also on your offensive line. That was wonderful.
TOP with the pull. A pick is called, so the disc will go back.
For those of you who are new to Ultimate or Beach Ultimate, a pick is an obstruction in which the defense cannot get to their offensive player because of an obstruction. Oh. Well, a little bit of a grass throw there, which brings me to our shout-outs.
Yeah, big shout out to WFDF supporting and promoting the global advancement of disc sports in spirit of the game. VC outfitting the world's best Ultimate player since 1998. Discraft, the world leader in disc sports. Friction gloves, be prepared for rain, humidity, cold wind and more. Universe Point cleats, designed for the great sport of Ultimate. Greatest, the #1 bag designed by and for Ultimate players. Eric, fighting cancer through early recognition. And BULA,
promoting the spirit of the game and Beach Ultimate worldwide. Universe Point cleats, that's why we brought them up, just because that disc going out the back, we see a lot of these players, especially the Japanese squad, have 2 important tournaments. They have nationals coming up, I believe, next week. Oh!
The throws from the Japanese are incredible at times. That one unfortunately dropped, but again, pinging it to the back of the end zone.
Taking the time to bring the disc back in to get a chance to...
And now
Oh, there
deep
we go
shot
again.
again from Boom. This
This
one
time
is caught.
effective.
Kim is in the end zone. Oh, and it's still too high for her.
Good connection there on the long throw.
Yeah, that could have been a big point for Boom. The throw was there, just a little too casual. Threw it too high.
We see both teams bringing the disc back into play, taking their time on that.
And do not hesitate to send it to the end zone. And again, a buttery biscuit to the back corner. What a throw.
Great communication, what a throw, all the way across the field. Perfectly thrown, perfect cut. That was great. We've seen a lot of side stack as well, just a stack that's, we saw that yesterday as well with the Japanese team. It's really nice to see because it opens up the whole field, and if you have the speed on the cutters, really it just gives you lots of space to cut into. And I believe it's a timeout by Korea. They want to make sure that Japan just doesn't run away with it.
Yeah, tied at 7s at the moment. Shunki Aoki with the goal there.
So we'll be having some great games on broadcast today. We know what the next game is. As you've already said, Liam, we'll be watching Singapore women, who I believe have lost only 1 game during this tournament, playing against the Philippines, who are yet undefeated.
Yeah, looking very strong in the women's division. And all the other divisions, Philippines, the queens and kings of Beach Ultimate.
And then the rest of the games will be determined based on how things go. But we'll expect to be seeing some highly competitive, great games today.
Big shout out to all our volunteers here at the tournament, particularly those helping out the media, camera crew, Utah, leading the charge.
Doing an excellent job, and always with a smile on their faces.
Preem Kumar looking to get free on the first pass, but instead it goes to Kim, and it's the second time they've thrown it too high to her pretty much in a row. I think the big difference between this Japanese team and Boom is the quality of throws from Japan.
Yeah, Boom seems to be just slightly too high in the last couple of throws.
As the rain starts to pour down now. And it's a goal for Japan. They break to take the lead.
But Boom's cheering on their team. And they're all congratulating each other, and this is exactly what Beach Ultimate is about. Just starting to rain, so we're just moving inside. Oh, and you can hear it, it's gonna come down hard.
Yeah, it is now starting to pour here in Shirahama, Wakayama, Japan. That is monsoon season has just started. We'll see how this will affect both teams. Play will continue. This is not cricket, folks.
As long as there is no lightning within around 16 kilometers, we will keep playing. But it is coming down quite hard.
And again, another opportunity for Japan to extend their lead. They are taking their time.
Oh, that disc is going to be slippery wet. This is going to change the game, Liam.
We see a Japanese player wearing gloves there. Might be an advantage, given how wet it has become. But it does not stop those big flicks to the back corner, and this time Korea are there to make the play. Everyone's scrambling on the sidelines to find their umbrella, take cover. But this game stops for nothing.
Oh,
As again, Boom looking to huck it, but instead they go for the swing. Could probably do a little more of that.
He really wants that long, but I think...
Oh, and that one is just a tiny bit too far.
Well, he definitely avoided the short turnover. Now Japan has to work it all the way up the field. With this rain coming down, the wind seems to have completely died. Look at those flags. We have no wind now and just a lot of rain coming down.
Let's see if we get another one of those visionary throws to the end zone. Instead, it's the big open side under. Definitely have to respect that break side. Now hopeful throw to the end zone. And that is an incredible defensive play by Kashi Lee. who is from Canada. I think she recently lost her Korean citizenship. I don't know how you lose that, but definitely doesn't want to lose this game. Fighting hard for her teammates, and that is an ambitious crossfield flick, but it's going to work out. Benjamin Spink, a famous actor.
That was a range strip.
And 2 quick turnovers as a concession means that Boom will get the disc back. An unusual offensive setup here.
Oh.
Oh, and a stray pass.
Couple of turnovers. Oh, I think there's a call. There's been a foul called, I think. Couple of turnovers as the teams adjust to the wetness.
Don't think that pass was intended for Nelson, but looks like she's going to keep possession after an uncontested foul. It may be raining, but those folks out there are definitely smiling, having a great time. It's not too bad when it's a warm rain.
It's true. It's definitely not cold. It's actually quite refreshing sometimes. Timeout.
And a clever timeout called by Japan mixed one, or maybe not so clever, because I feel this is, yes, I think it was their second timeout of the game.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see what happens now.
So if that is their second timeout called and they did not have a second timeout, I believe you add 2 to the stall count. Yeah, my understanding of the rules is if you call a timeout and if you do not have one, you plus 2 to stall count. And he just picked up the disc, so it should be coming in on. So discussion now between players, small bit confused.
We'll probably hear the volunteers blow the whistle soon. There's time limits on discussion.
Important to note, I believe in USAU rules, this would be a turnover, but in WFDF rules, it's just add 2 to the stall count.
With the new WFDF rules that you're, as an offensive player, you can put the disc on the ground now and it is not a turnover. In the old rules, it was if you did. In 2004 Worlds, Spain actually ended up losing a game by calling a second timeout. World Beach in Portugal. And not realizing it was their second timeout, Portugal picked up the disc and immediately scored.
That's how you do it.
One of the nicest things here, as you see these discussions, and we're having an opportunity to see it live right in front of us, is all the different languages that are going on to speak within teams, and then the great communication between teams that speak native different languages as well. It's been last night at trade night, I think basically most people were there, and it was so nice to see all the different cultures, all the different people.
Bit of irony there. It took them quite a long time to discuss that timeout, so they got their break anyway, but it does not work for them as a great layout, and unsurprisingly, he hucks it again, Ollie, but this one could work out. That was a bit of a misread.
That was unfortunate. That was he actually had exactly what he's been wanting all game. He had the perfect deep cut. That was very well put. Unfortunate read, perhaps the disc is also slightly wet from the rain, making it more difficult to lay out and catch on a one-handed catch, to adjust to the positioning. Very nicely put disc. And now Japan has to work all the way up again in the field. This is getting more exciting as time goes by.
So looks like Japan makes one, maybe trying to run down the clock a little bit here. Certainly no rush to get things moving again. They are in the lead and the clock is running out. as I think we hit the time cap just there. Pick is called.
The pick is called, as you can see by the hand signals, for those of you who are new to Ultimate, that is holding up your arms with your elbows in a 90-degree angle.
And again, I think a pick was called, but didn't affect the play. So this should go to Munakata. But I think a little bit of a language barrier here. Now an injury being called.
Oh, probably a cramp.
And onto the field comes Tsukura. And that looks like a rough injury for Kusaba. She's being carried off the field. And they're Korea going to take a sub as well, taking Benjamin Spink out of there. The actor who starred in a Brawl Star commercial, so I've heard. He's getting cut from this scene anyway.
So when there is an injury, again, for those who are new to Ultimate, the other team also has an opportunity to switch a player.
Hatasa, cross field to Inokuchi. Now the deep shot is there. They haven't hesitated once this game. This one, will it be too far? It is. Oh, and there's a foul called on the throw. Looks like it's uncontested. Vodler pretty much knew that one was coming. Probably a little too aggressive in the force, so get out of jail free card for the Japanese. They might have another shot at that. Flick hook.
Oh boy, and the wind is picking up, Liam. Look at that. Look at those flags back alive.
And now they work the open side unders. Japan, nice crossfield swing to change the point of attack. Deep shot is there. Again, a little too much mustard on that one. That's gone.
Again, just slightly too far, but as I said, the wind is quite picked up all of a sudden and in that direction. These two teams have played in 3 completely different conditions. They started the game in a really low wind, warm, dry, then wet, very wet. It's now not raining again, and the wind is really picking up. So they're having to adjust to completely different climates in one game. This is a lot of fun to see. And we are in the time cap. I believe this point has to finish first, and then it will be cap 1.
Yeah. I'm sure Boom would like to tie it up and make it a universe point game. Vodler not hucking as much in this point.
I think he's realized the wind is...
Kashi Lee. Back to Tom Tom. Now big under to gain a lot of yards. Thinks about the continuation to the end zone, but wants to get that reset. A lot of pressure coming from Japan, but the release valve is there in the form of Tom Tom looking towards the end zone. Once he gets that low release break, looks like there's a foul called on the mark. And now he sends it. Oh, and a great tip.
Great defense. He almost managed to get it anyway.
That may be a big moment in the game. That would have tied it up to Universe had Boom scored, but Japan mixed one have it now. Going downwind as the wind has now gone rather strong, going right to left.
I'm not sure what's tougher to play upwind or downwind, to be honest with you. And
I think it's hurting their hucking game, Japan. They do like to huck quite a lot. And it's very hard to lead someone downwind on sand.
That's right, and I have a feeling that Boom is going to really put on some pressure here to get this back. It's an important point for them.
Yeah, they're maybe going to try and just work the unders here. Keep grinding it up the field. Great work from the Japanese cutters. Stall count now getting high.
Great defense.
And now puts up a spicy one across the field. That's not going to work out. And it was good shutdown defense on the handlers there. Forced a high stall turnover.
Oh, this is exciting. So we do have a chance for universe point, and you can do your dance. The double dab.
Yes, that is the WFDF hand signals the dab for a game point. Whatever way this point ends, it will definitely be game point Japan. And looks like another injury with Heri Kim now coming onto the field.
Oh, the days are starting to weigh on those legs and those muscles.
I believe that is Gwenna, who is injured, maybe some kind of stomach cramp or definitely clutching her torso. She is doing, oh no, I don't, is that Gwenna? Can't see in that far side of the field. Okay, no, it's not Gwenna. I'll confirm it is not Gwenna. Gwenna's on the sideline. But more importantly, Hedi Kim comes onto the field in the handler set. Nice low backhand pop pass. This is better from Boom. A nice leading pass to the middle of the field. Those pop passes very effective for Boom. Keep momentum, keep the disc moving. Oh, and an ambitious around swing. There was an easy dump option there. Handing the disc back to Japan. Disc in the hands of Atasa. High release backhand. Throws through the contact. Gets to this back and now again. We see that flick hook. Will this one work? Oh, just a tiny bit too far. Had a bit more sit on it. The receiver could have caught it, but it would have been out of bounds.
One more chance. One more chance for that double dab. It's been a great game, and I think it would be well deserved if Boone managed to score this point. They've adjusted. They're not doing their long throws anymore. They've adjusted their play with the swing. They've been playing quite nicely. Fantastic handling skills by the girls. And Thomas, I believe it is, with the disc in his hand. Is that right, Liam?
I believe so. We have
Been doing great. He's
a nice shot towards the end zone.
oh,
Harry came in again. They lose focus just outside the end zone at time. Boom.
the pressure of this point.
Yeah, this one going on for quite some time. I think we've had 2 injury calls during this point.
This has been a very long point, and we've had 2 really long points. We had that one there that we had more turnovers almost than successful passes, and now this one with great working it and then just losing possession. The disc has been gone up and down the field a couple of times. Oh, nice try.
And quick give-go offense here from the Japanese. Not letting Boom even set their marks. Looking a little tired now. Oh, and Hedi Kim puts enough pressure to stop that goal from taking place.
That's another turnover in that end zone.
Natsui trying to get free of the front corner. Time to muster up that energy now, Boom. I'm sure the legs are tired, but their tournament is on the line here. And a pick is called, and that was most definitely a pick. 2 players cutting towards each other. A sign of fatigue.
Everybody's taking advantage. Take a deep breath.
Kim with the disc. Oh, just back against the Vodler. And she's gone now. And they just throw it hopefully to Kim, and that's going to work out.
Oh, the man man of the day. What a wonderful assist. What a wonderful point.
TOP, you see her classic hand gestures. The top player in Korea, no doubt about it.
Well worked. That was a long point, lots of turnovers, and they managed to make it 8-8. My number, my favorite number, and another universe point game here, and this is exactly how it should be. How exciting. Which one of these two teams will go to the top bracket?
Interesting to see who's going to be on the line here for Boom. Hedy Kim not walking towards the line. Hedy. Universe.
There she goes, taking a sip of water and getting back in there. This is an important point. She put on their strongest D line that can then hopefully get the D and then respond on O as well. And they are putting on quite the strong line. Let's see what happens.
I think everyone in the arena knew Harry Kim was playing this double game point, except for Harry, who walked to the sideline to get some water. Nobody else was taking her spot on the field. I think it's a fresh 5 apart from that. But I guarantee your legs will not hurt if you win on double game point. But it's Japan mixed one who started on offense.
That's
going
a
upwind.
great pull. Look at that.
Took him a second or two to feel the pull, but now they have this, and it's a hand block from Harry Kim.
Oh my goodness, there was a reason for her to be in that line. That was really, we heard that.
Come at the woman, come at the hour. They rely so heavily on her at times, but she is an all-star. Now the shot to end zone. Oh, and a great defensive play. Great answer back from Japan. That is Munzen.
Amazing defenses in this point. We got a great hand block now, a great layout D, and the disc is back in Japan's possession. And again, the weather's changing. The wind seems to be sort of slowing down. There might even be some sun coming up.
Kudos to both teams, but there can only be one winner. Japan with the opportunity to advance to the quarterfinals now.
Can Korea get this back? Can they get this defense? Definitely possible. Really good pressure.
Very aggressive on the mark there, but well matched by Sato, who gets the disc to Munzen, who got that big layout earlier and sets up a nice inside flick. Can't get the break side continuation. Now looking for the round backhand. Oh! Layout does not get caught. Japan win in a crazy universe point. Exciting stuff here at the arena field. Congratulations to them. Tough pill to swallow for Korea, but fantastic game nonetheless.
Oh, what a point, what a game, what amazing defenses. That layout D was great. The disc just seemed to, almost like a Mac, just lie there. Oh, what a game, what a great way to start the day, Liam. I'm really looking forward to the rest of this day and to the sitting here and chatting with you and with everybody out there who's watching us. Thanks very much, Sophia. See you soon.
Thanks for listening, guys. Liam Grant signing out.